Hey, Brian Parker here with another exciting video on an oldie but a goodie. You know, spasms would describe how I see certain debt collectors or creditors suddenly start up where there's tons of a certain kind of lawsuit. And lately it's been Velocity Investments. I don't know what anybody's investing in, but it's not publicly traded or anything like that. But anyway, it's not even the real name of Velocity if you check it out. Anyway, and you can see that in what I'm going to show you later on in this video. I am doing a Velocity Investments, LLC 2.0. I've done one of these before. I think I titled it Top 5 Ways to Take Out Velocity. This will be sort of that, but I'm going to supplement to include what I've since learned, and you learn constantly by suing and answering and kind of Sherlock Holmesing your way through things to figure out how to get to points. And that's the name of this video today. The top 3 trigger points to beat velocity. And later on this video, I'll give you 3 surefire trigger points that I have learned in my practice that when I do it, case goes away. So it is all about trigger points in my business, because as you know something, you get better at figuring it out. I quoted this, I think it's, I don't even know the guy's name. It's some philosopher that says, know yourself, but know your enemy better. So after 30 years of doing this, I know them all. I know the trigger points. I know the ways that they try to screw people over, and I can head them off at the point. But again, if you stay tuned with this video and I don't bore the heck out of you, I'll give you 3 trigger points which are surefire winners, at least in my experience. It all starts from the bill of sale. So in a Velocity Investments lawsuit, there will be 3 things attached to a lawsuit: the bill of sale, certificate of loan sale, and an affidavit from, normally from New Jersey. And again, it's from someone from Velocity Investments saying, yep, we own it because we said we do. And by the way, I've deposed that person, and she doesn't even work for Velocity. It turns out Velocity is just sort of a front, is the best way to put it. Gonna put a lot on the web membership website with this video today, and that's what I'm talking about as far as updating. I'm putting the transcript of my deposing an affiant from Velocity. I'm putting an answer, a counterclaim. That's right, counterclaim. That's one of the triggers I'm going to tell you about. The counter affidavit, all in Word, all examples for you to use. Velocity generally follows the same technique as I said. Bill of sale, certificate of loan, and the affidavit. They'll attach maybe a letter or two saying, hey, we're Velocity, we own your debt now, without saying who they got it from. Once in a while, a debt collector letter will show up from them where they name this weird sounding trust. It's rare, but I see it. And that's part of the bill of sale that we're looking at right now. I'm gonna put one up for you, Shazam. And you know what, let me put up 2, Shazamski. So you got 2 bill of sales. This is your basic bill of sale. So the first one, and again, like all bill of sales, here's a pro tip. They all are based upon a forward flow agreement. So whoever's the buyer is and the seller, it'll say, for value received and pursuant to the terms and conditions of the purchase and sale agreement. That's a forward flow agreement that all debt buyers buy and sell through. So this is a mini trigger point. I'll give you this now. Do discovery, and you will ask for that, and you will see rockets and bullets and craziness trying to stop you. It's their trade secrets. Your argument to that is, then why is it in the bill of sale that you're claiming is the reason why you own the debt if you don't want people to see it? You can't have it both ways. It says pursuant to the conditions. So, I'm also going to throw in on this an actual deposition. I'll send you 2. I'll give you 2 deposition notices on this membership website in Word. Also, discovery of velocity in Word, so you can conform it. It's all the same, but you can conform it to your facts and state law. I'm not telling you how to practice your law or your life. So those two bill of sales are basically the same. You can see there's some weird, I call it weird, but it's weird. In one, it's called Upstate Funding Grant or Trust. Another is called Upstate Funding Grant or Trust 2019 versus 2021-3. So, and they will say this gives Velocity Investments all rights, title, and interest to those certain charge-off loans and all related receivables without telling you your clients. So they'll add like a list of account numbers and a purchase price, which you won't see the purchase price, and say, see, that debt is ours and yours, and now you owe us, which does neither. So you've got those two bill of sales. It's incredible what they think proves they own the debt. First of all, let's put those two back up, Shazamski, and look at what's happening here. They're claiming this weird sounding trust, Upstart Funding Grant or Trust, either way, in either picture, is sending everything to Velocity Investments. So let's focus on that first one, 3/24/2022. All right. And by the way, with that still up, Upstart Network Inc. is called the initial seller and servicer on behalf of Upstart Funding, blah, blah, blah. Yet Upstart Funding Grantor is the initial seller and on behalf of additional sellers. Well, the initial seller is the actual bank that you got the loan from, which is usually Cross River Bank, Blue Ridge River Bank, something like that. There are all these banks that are the initial sellers. They are the original creditor. So this grantor trust cannot be an initial seller. So that's already false. I've done a deposition of someone that claims to know the ins and outs of the bill of sale, and they admitted under oath that this is wrong. There's some semantic language that bothers them. So this is a whole plate of wrong, and I'm going to show you why. 3/24/2022 is when Sanjay Datta supposedly signs. Remember that name. He's claimed to be a CEO, without saying a CEO of whom, a CFO, but he works for Upstate Network. He may be the original owner of it, but they don't like original owners, so I'm not going to say anything about that. They all these bill of sales, the first thing that is attached to the lawsuits, are all secured trusts. They're special vehicles where after you get the debt from them, it's originated, within a week it's placed in these secured trusts. And then a bunch of trusts get involved and have a feeding frenzy on your debt.